First one I did on myself after the one I did on my friend, the mermaid one. I hope you like it and you're gonna have fun in watching it. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon. Bye! I already showed you in the previous video how to apply a bold cap, but in this video I'm gonna show you the accelerate version. So I take a section in the back of my head in a square shape and I hold it with some grips. Then I divide my hair into section in the front and I twist them in the back of my head and stop them with some grips. Now I'm gonna put this wig cap on my head and removing the grips, either making a hole or pushing them under, and with the part within the back I'm gonna just hold it with some grips. Now I'm gonna apply the bold cap on my head and I'm gonna stick it with some Prosade. Make sure it goes clear before you stick the bold cap on. And make sure you also put some Pritt stick on your brows, because no Prosade has to go on your hair, otherwise it will rip them off. Now I'm gonna make a hole with some scissors where my ear is, and I'm gonna put my ears out the cap. Make sure you don't cut your ears as Van Gogh, and I'm gonna stick also the part near the ear with some Prosade glue like I did before for the cap. Now I'm pulling the cap in the back part, but I'm not gonna stick it because I'm alone and it's really hard to do it alone, but I would do it on another person. To blend the edges, I'm applying some liquid latex on a small sponge I cut from another one, because we're gonna throw the sponge after, so don't use a good sponge you wanna keep. And for the latex you have to wait for it to dry. You can use also a hair dryer. Now we are moving into coloring the cap. I'm using some skin tone color from my Crayolan palette, and I'm using some foundation. It would have been ideal to use some pan stick for coloring the cap, but as I don't have any, I'm using foundations. Now, always from the Crayolan Supra palette, I'm applying some red color just to give the impression of skin color, as we always have blood coming through our skin. And now we're moving into the face. I'm always taking the white color from the Crayolan palette, which is just a creamy color, you can use any, and I'm covering my face with white. Please, if you need a detailed video on how to apply the bold cap, don't forget to check my previous video, because it was a very long video and detailed video for how to apply a bold cap. So keep on building the color on your face and neck, because Uncle Fester was quite pale, so that's why I chose to apply a white base. Adesso vado ad applicare il fondotinta della Maska Skin Base nel colore più chiaro e lo vado a mischiare con la base bianca che ho fatto in precedenza, perché per quanto zio Fester fosse bianco non era comunque un fantasma, quindi vado a fare un mix di questi due colori. Una volta finito di applicare il prodotto sul viso andiamo a fissare il tutto con della cipria trasparente. Io sto usando la Neutral Set della Bennai. Now we move into coloring, and I'm using the Deep Damson eyeshadow Prime MAC, which is a matte eyeshadow and one of my favorite lately. It's great for shadowing as well. So I'm applying it all over the eyes in a circular shape, because Uncle Fester looks really tired, almost like a zombie. So it's got these really sunken in eyes, and that's what we're gonna do. To make the color darker, I'm gonna use some matte black eyeshadow on the top of the Deep Damson, and always blend the color with the soft blending brush in circular motion. Now I go back with Deep Damson because the color of Uncle Fester is not really black, is more like a deep purple burgundy color, so that's why I keep layering my colors so we have a more blended and three-dimensional effect. We're moving into the other eyes and we're doing the same process. Now because Uncle Fester circles around the eyes are smaller than mine, I'm gonna clean the edges with the Illamasqua blush up brush I used before to put color on my face. So I make them more rounded and more clean. Now we start painting some lines. I'm referring to a picture of Uncle Fester I have on my computer, and I'm using a small lip brush and always the Deep Damson from MAC. I'm painting some lines around the eyes. I'm accentuated the line under the eyes and blending with a small pointed brush. I did some lines also in the center of the forehead. I bring some of the shadow also on the lips, especially in the center. And now moving back to the forehead, following my picture, Uncle Fester has two lines. They almost follow the eyes on the right and on the left. And then we're painting like 3 lines in the middle of the forehead. Remember not to do these lines very straight, because no one has straight lines on the forehead, and if you do that, it's gonna look really artificial. So after I apply the color, I'm gonna blend it with the blending brush I used before. Don't worry if you see a weird shape in the back of the cup, because as I said before, I didn't stick it to my neck because I was alone and it was really hard for me to do it on my back. But on another person, you would stick it and it wouldn't show like that. So I keep painting some lines on the forehead until the third one and blend everything together. We can move to the face. I'm painting the beauty spots Uncle Fester has on the right side of his face, just under his nose, and I'm gonna trace some lines around my mouth, following the one I naturally have. So they start from the side of the nose until the chin. So I trace them with a fine brush and then I blend them in with a soft brush. Tracing a semicircle line in the end of my chin, so I look fatter, as Uncle Fester is a bit more fat than me. And on the forehead it's got 2 lines which go up like that. He has got 2 other lines on the sides of the face, which I guess because he's older than me, so he's more wrinkly, but we're gonna try to recreate the effect with just some lines on the face. Now, always with the same color, Deep Damson from MAC, I'm shading the face just to give some shape. So I put some color on the top of my cheeks and under the jawline. And this is Uncle Fester. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up. I put some blue tack in the back of my ear because they are bigger than mine, and practice some silly face before you go to your Halloween party. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, share it to your walls, and most important, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next Halloween tutorial. Bye bye!